Hello there, welcome to my tutorial. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to use dynamic link between After Effects and Adobe Premiere Pro. I'll just leave that as untitled. Oh, no, we won't. Let's use link. Footage we'll use 720 by 60. Let's just grab a couple. We'll grab that one, and that one. So let's just put all our clips on the timeline. I'm not too worried as much as the cutting with these. I just want to show between the Adobe link. Mainly the way I use it is for color correcting. See, if you highlight all three of these clips at once, or however many you want to use, right click, replace with After Effects composition. It'll straight away open up After Effects for you. Name the project whatever you want, so I'll just name this Adobe link just for this. And then it gives you everything you've got in the file, in the sequence from Premiere, and put it here for you and already made it into composition. And it's already got everything linked out how it was before. So now let's go into Magic Bullet Looks. We'll put looks onto the first one for now. And what you usually do is pick a frame and then click edit. Sometimes it won't pick up on that one frame that you're trying to use. Oh, but it has. Now you've got your 5 main little characteristics to go through, and in each different one you have different parts that you can add to it to get the one color that you want to get. There's a lot to go through on pretty much everything. So like you can drop in saturation, you can't see much of a difference in this. It's more in the, I don't know if you can see it in the recording, but more in the tones up here and like the darker tones. But if we change the contrast a bit, bump up the saturation, you can see it a little bit more. So that's, I probably wouldn't do that to anything that I was doing, but something just to show you. Usually start off with the curves, put like a nice S into it. That's just like a normal thing that many people do. Put an S bend into it. You can go through with colors to 3 ways, and then this is how you see a lot of films, especially like high Hollywood ones. They push a blue with an orange at the same time, so you get like in the deeps you get a bit of a darker blue, but then like there's still a bit of a warm feel. We'll go into matte. You can put in things like gradients for if you want that kind of look. You can pull this anywhere you want. The further you pull it out, the softer the gradient, the closer it is to, like the closer these little bars are together, the harder the gradient. Get rid of that. What else is there to use in this one? Don't really use much in that. What's in the lens? If you want a simple vignetting, or I usually zoom out a bit, bring it out a bit more. And then as you bring it in a bit more, it's not as harsh, because if it's in close, I don't know, it feels like it feels a bit cheaper because you can actually like start to see the ring. So I like to bring it out a bit. So you can't tell, it's a very, very subtle vignetting. Just add the tiniest bit. I reckon that's when it looks nice. We'll go into camera, add a negative bleach bypass. It just gives it more of a, I don't know, it kind of just desaturates it a little bit, but it's not as simple as that. It's probably the best way to put it. You can always go for things like I don't even know what that's called. I can't pronounce it, but it's just another funky thing to do through it. So the shoulders, it's kind of like it's kind of like curves, but it's under preset already that you can just adjust, and it does small things for you, and then as you adjust it, you can see that it moves here. I don't usually use it. There's another curves. You can add a film grain. I don't usually add film grain to mine because filming with a 650D, it's just not sharp enough to add grain to anyways. You can always change, it's not the greatest, but you can change the exposure. You can get color reversal. Doesn't really do much besides just the exposure and everything. What I usually do is I usually keep to these main 4, and then if you need to as well, if it's like a really strong shot or something, you add another negative bleach bypass to it, and it just, depending on the look that you're trying to get, it'll push it that extra bit. You can crush down the colors, make them just real strong if you needed that for a shot or something. You can go with a Cosmo, bump these up a bit. I don't know if you can see most of this in the recording. But yeah, that's mainly pretty much what I use on mine. See, that's without it. That's with it. It just adds like a little bit of more of a little cinematic feel to it, I reckon. And then when we come along to these ones, because these are just different shots going through as well. If you want the exact same look, you can simply just copy it and paste it. But say you feel it's a little bit dark in there. So if you go back into edit, if we were to take off maybe, yeah, if we just take off the negative bleach, go finished, it brings it up that little bit more, kind of matches it between them a bit more now. Well, there'll still be some dark spots, but it still looks quite nice. Now this is a shot that's pretty much dark as it is, so if using the last preset that we had, just paste that in, that makes it way too dark. So okay, edit, I'll leave that in there, I'll keep the vignette in it, turn it down a bit because it's already a dark shot. Yeah, take that out. I think I might take the curves out too. Turn this down a bit. And there we go, that kind of brings it to match the other shots a bit. So, alright, so now that that's done, we can just watch the final bit. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching my tutorial. Hope it helped.